Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at the Dino Brace Memorial Edition from Bakuryu Sentai Abaranger. This is to commemorate the 20th anniversary of Abaranger, which would have been last year, 2023. So I'm really excited for this. I've never had a Dino Brace. This is the first one. I never got a US one, Japanese one, anything like that. So this is my first one. Very, very excited. Fingers crossed that they are going to release some more plates in the future. They did a fourth one that comes, like a brand new one that comes with the 20th anniversary special Blu-ray that I believe is coming out later this year. So we'll at least have that one, but there's so many other ones that they could do. I'm hoping that they do like a plate set. I don't know if this thing is programmed to recognize any others. Time will tell, I guess, if somebody wants to hack this or see if there's anything they can do. I don't know. But in any case, very excited for this. Like I said, never had one before. Box looks fantastic. You can see that the brace down here has the Tyranno plate already attached. Then you get the Terra and Triceratops also included. You got Abared here on the front. Looking very cool. Nice group shot of the team here on the top. Nothing really going on down the bottom. Not really much going on the side over here either. You got the QR code for the manual so you can figure out how to use the thing. And then over here, you just got the Dino on the side. Not much going on there. And then over here, just kind of basically showing you how it can work. But it doesn't show you everything, just kind of the very basics. But yeah, pretty cool little box. Oh, also you do need, if you pick this up, you need to provide your own AAA batteries. So it does require 2 AAA batteries, and I'll show you where those go. Gonna go ahead, get everything out of the box here, and we'll take a closer look. So here is everything you get in the box. Of course, you have the strap, so you can wear it on your wrist. You have the 3 plates, and then you have the brace itself. Now, like I said, in the packaging, the Tyranno plate is attached, but I wanted to take it off to start because there's a few minor things we can do with no plate attached. Real quick to show you how this works, there is a little kind of indent here that you can use to pop this off. And then underneath here you have your on and off switch. You have your battery compartment. You just have to depress the little plastic pin. This slides off. And then you put your 2 AAA batteries and pop this back on. Go ahead and turn it on. Just kind of makes a fun little sound. And then we are going. I don't think it matters which way you reattach this. No, actually, I guess it does because there's kind of this little extra bump out here. So that has to go down this way. So clip that back on. You're good to go. If you want to take the strap here, kind of nice little nylon, like backpack type strap. It's got some Velcro. And you are going to take this and slide it, I think, through like this. And then straighten this all the way through. And then you just kind of pop this back through this hoop. And then you can just kind of Velcro it like this. It does actually fit on my wrist. I tried it out. So that's kind of cool. You would wear it like this, I guess. I can show you real quick. It doesn't take much to show you how this works. But so if I put this on my wrist... It's hard to do one-handed, though. Well, I guess you always have to do it one-handed, though, don't you? Because my hand doesn't bend that way. All right, well, now I've done it. I want to put this on the underside. There we go. So there you go. It can fit on my adult-size wrist, which is pretty cool. So I like that. I'm not going to wear it for the purposes of this review just because that'll be too awkward. So we will go ahead and slide this back through, and then I'll just pop it on like this. But there we go. So it is on. Now the only problem is when you want to turn it off, you have to take the strap back off. Then you have to pop this plastic piece off and turn it off again. So I appreciate that because it's a memorial edition. They want to hide the on and off switch. But because of the strap, it's very cumbersome to get back to. So I'm probably just going to leave it on all the time. But there we go. So without a plate attached, not much is going on, but we'll take a look. So you have 2 buttons down here. This one is primarily for songs. So you get the opening, the ending, and you get 1 background music song. And then this one is used to unlock a bunch of phrases. Your speakers right here. There's another button right here. So if you don't have a plate attached, it just kind of laughs at you. But that's the button to kind of snap the jaw closed. You can also just push it closed. Does that, and that's going to unlock some sounds later once we attach some of the plates. A little bit of red paint here. Otherwise, you know, not too much going on. You have nice silver paint for the lower jaw piece, some nice silver paint here and here. Then you got the red button, little red paint, and then the speaker. Now here is where you attach the plates, these little holes right here, and then you can see that there is a pin system. Now, it's only got 3 buttons, So I'm assuming it might be, you know, one, when this one's depressed, it's Tyranno. When this one's depressed, it's Tricera. When this one's depressed, it's Terra. And then maybe depressing all three of them gives you the fourth one. So I'm wondering if that means there's only going to be 4, but I feel like you could get maybe 1 or 2 more depending on like different combinations. Like you could depress just these 2 or just these 2 or these 2. But again, that only gives you so many possibilities. So it's kind of seeming like if that's the way this works, then it's only going to be built to do like 6 at most. So maybe there won't be other plates, but only time will tell. Another thing, I don't know if you can see this right here, but unfortunately, the strap sheds all this weird little fuzzy stuff. So I'm going to have to clean that up in a minute. But yeah, that's kind of annoying. For that purpose, I honestly might lose the strap for the rest of this review because it sheds a lot. So let me clean that up and then we'll get right back into it. Okay, got that cleaned up much better now. So like I was saying, there's a few things you can do on its own. If you pop this open and hit the button, it just kind of laughs at you. Another thing is most of the time, this button will pop this up. Every once in a while, it doesn't, and it might just be I'm not depressing it enough, but... So it giggles at you if you don't have anything there. If you hit any of the other buttons, you get this terrible, like, warning sound, like siren. If you ever want to stop it, opening the jaw will stop it immediately. So it's just this terrible warning sound, and it'll go for a while and then eventually peter out. But yeah, so that's basically all this can do on its own. Not really that exciting. So let's go ahead. I'm still finding these little sheddings from the strap. Let's go ahead and pop on the Tyranno. So it's very simple. These pieces right here and here will just pop onto these little spots here. So you just line it up. There we go. Now when you first click it in, you can see that the light illuminates and you get a roar, which is really cool. So it's kind of like a generic transformation sound there. If we hit the button again, it's going to do some phrases. The problem is it's going to do that terrible warning siren sound in between each phrase. And I don't really understand why they set it up this way. Okay, so phrase, great. Then you get that. So I don't know why. That's in between every phrase. So it's phrase, that siren sound. Phrase, that siren sound all the way through. I don't know why. But I'm going to just kind of double tap to cycle through it so we don't have to listen to that terrible sound every time. I think I've gone all the way through at this point. So again, nice phrases, very cool. I don't know why they like intersperse that siren sound every other thing. I don't understand that. But in any case, that's what we got there. So down here, I did mention that this is for the theme songs. I'll kind of cycle through these quick, but I can't really play them because of copyright reasons. So you kind of get like that's a background sound. A lot of times they tell you to click this open, hit the background sound, and then you can kind of like have that playing while you're transforming. Obviously, I'm not going to do that, but... So that's the opening theme. And I believe that's the ending theme. So you get the opening theme, the ending theme, and then one background track song. So if we click this open, and then hit the first button... So you click it open, hit this button, it'll say Bakuryu change, and then you hit that, and then you transform, and then you're good to go. The other thing you can do is just hit this button to cycle through a bunch of phrases. Luckily, this time, no siren sound. I think I've gone all the way through. I think that ha is the last one. I can't tell. I think I've gone through all the phrases. So that's pretty cool. So you get phrases with this. You get phrases with this. Again, here are the background sounds. And then you can do the transformation by clicking this, hitting the button. And then there you go. Now the last little bit is that you can get some phrases. I haven't seen Abaranger, but I believe the braces were sentient and actually talk to them. And so you can get some of the phrases that the brace would say by opening the jaw and then closing it manually. Okay, I think I've gone all the way around on that too. So pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot going on here. You have the phrases, you know, with the jaw, you have the phrases from this, you have the phrases from this, you have the background music, you have the transformation jingle. So honestly, a lot going on, and that's just the first plate. So let's go ahead and we will attach the Tricera plate. All right, so to switch plates, there's really not much to it. You just kind of have to find somewhere you can grab it and just kind of try to pop it off. I find that the Tyranno plate is the hardest one because it's just very seamlessly attached and there's not really a great place to grab a hold, but there's no release or anything. You just pop it off, and then we'll put that off to the side, and then we'll take the Tricera plate and just line this up. And you can see when you first attach it, the eye lights up, so that's pretty cool. Now, as far as I know, the sound effects from the red button are the same no matter what plate is attached. I don't believe they're any different. So I'm not going to go through those again. What are unique to the plates are the sounds from opening and closing the mouth. So I think I've gone all the way around. I think there's 5 or 6 phrases for Tricera. I think that's all of them. The other thing that is unique is the phrases from hitting the first button here. I think I've gone all the way around. So yeah, I think there's about 15 phrases for Tricera, cycling through that. And then, of course, you can do that as well. There is one other thing that I haven't shown you yet, but I don't think I can. If you hold this button down, it'll start playing some background music, and then you pop the jaw open and transform, and it'll go through a roll call for the team. But it's playing the background music throughout the whole thing, so I'm kind of wary to do it because I don't want them to come after me. But it's really neat. Like, it'll go through all 5 of the team members, and it'll do a little roll call and then say the name of the Sentai at the end. So to activate that, you hold the first button down until it starts, pop open the jaw, and then transform, and then it'll go through the roll call. So I apologize that I can't show that, but it's just got the background music playing the whole time it's doing it, and I know they'll come after me and shut the video down. So I apologize for that. It is a really cool feature. Unfortunately, I can't demonstrate it for you. And then last up, we have the Terra plate. So we'll go ahead and line this up. And the eye lights up. I think this one only gets 3 phrases when you open the mouth. So yeah, I think I did 4 by accident. But in any case, there we go. Those are the phrases for that. And then, of course, we have the phrases down here. Okay, so I've gone all the way around there. And then, of course, we can transform. So there you go. So each plate has unique phrases with this button and the transformation, but these phrases are the same throughout. And then, of course, you have the background sound. So, yeah, pretty great. I think this is a really fun release. I've never had a Dino Brace before, so for me, this was a lot of fun to play around with. Not a ton in terms of functionality as far as just the transformation itself, but there's a lot of sounds from the show. You know, you have the background music, the opening and the ending theme. You can swap the plates. I think that's a lot of fun. The only bummer is now that I've played with it and I see how the pin system works, I really don't think it's going to be possible for them to go back and release all of the plates, because I just don't think the way they made the pin system for this, that's possible that they could have, you know, encoded them all in here, and there's a way to make the changer recognize which one's attached. So that's kind of a bummer. But, you know, it works well with these 3. When the new plate comes out with the Blu-ray release of the 20th anniversary special, that will be compatible with this. I really love all of the phrases that are in here. You know, the jingles, you have the music. You can play any of those songs while you're transforming or just listening to them. That's really fun as well. And I love the roll call. I really wish I could play it for you, but it's got background music throughout the whole thing, and it's like a minute long, so I can't do it. It's just too long. But that's a really awesome feature as well. So if you're looking for something that is like the total package in terms of all of the plates, you probably want to go with an OG release. You'd have to track down at this point. Then you got to track down all those plates as well, because they were all released separately in different ways. So if you're looking for something complete from the show, I guess you'd have to go with that. But if you just kind of want like a refresh that has the core, you know, compatibility plus will work with that new plate, I definitely think this is a fun release. I mean, maybe get both. If you love the show, get both. I think I would say, I don't have the original, but from what I've seen, they look fairly similar. So it is kind of just like a refresh of the original. I don't know if it's slightly larger, but it looks pretty on par with the original one from what I've seen. It's just a shame. I wish they had a way to re-release the plates, and this would work with all of the plates, and you could really build out the full functionality, but they just unfortunately didn't do it that way. So maybe I'm wrong. I'd love to be wrong, but just from what I'm looking at here with the 3-pin system, there's only so many possibilities that, you know, different combinations of depressing the pins in different orders and stuff. So like I said, I'd love to be wrong, but from what I'm looking at here, I don't think that's going to happen. But this will work with the new one, so that's the draw on that. In any case, I really like this release a lot. Like I said, my first Dino brace, I had a lot of fun with it, and I'll definitely be playing around with it for a while. My only real complaint is that nylon strap sheds. You saw it. I handled it a few times, and every time it's completely just dropped all of those little black nylon pieces and makes such a huge mess. I'm hoping that eventually it'll kind of hit a point where, you know, it shed what it's going to shed, and it won't constantly be doing that. You know, maybe it's just kind of a brand new out of the box type of thing. Fingers crossed. But that's kind of a bummer. But it does, you know, fit my adult wrist, so it is definitely a collector aimed release, which is really cool. So if you want to, you know, wear this around and just play with it, wear it to a con, wear it for cosplay, something like that, you definitely could. So I think this is definitely a fun release. Like I said, I got mine from Amazon Japan. It's a premium Bandai release, so it's a little pricey. I think it was somewhere in the area of $100 before shipping and whatnot. So a little pricey. You might be able to find it a little cheaper later on the aftermarket, Japanese Mercari, Yahoo Japan auctions, Mandarake, stores like that. Kind of just have to see if you can, you know, what you're comfortable paying for it, and if you can try to find a better deal going forward. But I think it's a fun release. I definitely think it's worth checking out if you're a fan of Abaranger, especially for me, I don't have the old one or a US one or any previous release, so I was really happy to check this out. So yeah, really cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks so much for watching.